And welcome on back to another episode of Trapdoor to Hell. Coming to you a little different here. Not over Zoom, but in person. Sitting next to me is my good buddy now, Mike Nelson.
Hi, how you doing?
Mike is a worker.
Yeah, I have a job.
He works as, what would you call your job? Like, you're not an electrician, but like you're a general laborer. Is that what you call it?
Well, so we're a general contracting company.
Yeah.
We do everything. So.
All right.
I would never say I'm something because I'm not a master of everything. I'm a jack of all, but master of none. But I'd rather be a jack of all than a master of one.
That's exactly right. You do what you can do. If the audio levels are off, I'm messing with this now. Usually we're running off of Zoom, of course. But we're here in person now. Mike is in the apartment above from me. We've become good friends.
It took long enough.
You've been upstairs for me since February.
Yeah.
And it took like a month and a half ago where I was finally like, hey, you want to throw bags?
So you want to play cornhole? I'm like, yeah, I have a beard. Of course I do. Stupid.
And you guys know because it's been really hard. I got the girls and stuff, and I'm taking care of them, and Laura, my lady, is working nights and stuff, so it's been nice because he can just he ain't got nobody here. He just comes downstairs, lets me do my thing, we hang out and shit like that. And
Oh yeah.
fucking rock and roll. Damn, put that mic up to your
I know,
mouth when
sorry,
you're gonna
dude.
talk, dude.
Yeah. No, you help me out.
But over the time, like the stories you have been telling me have been absolutely crazy. And that was, the first night we hung out, like the stories you were saying were just like, oh, I gotta get you on this thing.
Yeah.
But
I backed it up.
you did. One of the craziest ones was so Mike grew up in Huntington Beach. I was gonna say LA, but Huntington Beach. So he told me that he had a beef with an ex-NBA player that all of you probably know.
Let's just say the hint of war would be North Korea.
Yeah, that's North Korea. Great hint. They should be able to get it. Kim Jong-un,
Yeah.
one of his good friends.
Yeah.
And he told me that he had a beef with this man, like it wasn't one of the craziest things I had ever heard in my life. And he's just like, yeah. And then he instantly called like two people to just back it up. And both of them were like, yeah, this is what it is. Apparently, and it may be just a difference of, I've never lived in, SoCal's different, right?
I guess.
I mean, the only...
You guys say hell up here, which is crazy. I don't understand that at all.
You don't know... You guys don't say hella down there?
No.
You don't say hella?
No one does. Except for you northern people. I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
Don't be afraid to talk right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't be afraid to it. And speak up. You're right. No, it's not the first time I heard that because, like, my whole family isn't around here. I had cousins in Arizona. So they came down and were like, what the hell is hella? It's the same thing. Like,
it's like how I say dude and like a lot.
well, I mean, I say dude. I say like I have that tendency to. We have the tendency up here too, but maybe it's not as prevalent. But like just to have a.
I've never heard that word until I came up here.
That's so crazy. So, is it becoming part of your vernacular since you're up here?
I almost did, and I was pissed off. And my boss Josh was like, "Hey, it's gonna get to you." And I started saying it a couple weeks ago. I'm like, ah. It was weird. It was like, what are you saying? What's hella? I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I gotta get rid of this trash.
But apparently, we're down in Huntington Beach, you guys have interactions with like celebrities like that all the time. Like it's not even crazy.
No, really. I mean, it's pretty normal.
So this beef with this basketball player who has affiliation with North Korea, Where does it stem from? I'd love to get this,
Where did it start from? I mean, back in freaking high school, from parties at his house, and then after I was working in New York, and I ended up on the same flight as this human being, and I kicked his chair for about 5 hours to tell him he's not American. He has a big ass hand, I can tell you that much. And every time I see him, I get in conversation. He goes, "Why are you here?" And yeah, it still goes on. For some reason, we end up at the same places, and yeah.
That's insane. That's so insane. So, hold on. You used to throw parties at his house that you used to attend when you were in high school?
Oh, everyone did. That was a normal thing in Newport Beach, man.
It's like, hey, this weekend we're going down
He lived
to...
on 32nd Street in a pink house. I mean, it's pretty easy to find.
Of course, he lived in a fucking pink house.
I mean, it's pretty hard to miss.
Did they ever get busted?
All the time.
Oh, okay.
He's not allowed in all the bars. He doesn't pay his bill.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's why I argue with him. Last time I saw him, we were at a place it was Costa Mesa. It was a sports place. Oh, no, the Q Club or something like that. Pool hall, we're horse racing. And I saw him, I can smell this dude. And my brother Dustin's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, I can feel it, and here he motherfucking comes. And yeah. My mom's like, "Stop it." I'm like, "What?" So.
You're like a normal dude. And like, well, considering all, like, you don't think of like professional athletes just having beefs with dudes who live in here. Maybe it's just I'm off or something like that. But
I had 3 professional fighters have my back and throw ice at him, and Barton Huntington is his dick.
You say names when you want to say names, but if you want to go on these stories, I'm not going to stop you.
Trejo's story. That's
the Danny Trejo story. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Yeah,
that's funny.
I'm sure the listeners would love to hear it. So
man, that's my buddy's dad.
Hold on. I guess my light shut off, but
No. That's crazy.
Light shut off, but it's still recording, so we're good. Go ahead. So
yeah, that was a crazy day. I ended up accidentally fighting his son at a show because I thought he hit a girl, but he didn't.
So you thought Danny Trejo's son
Gilbert, yeah,
at a show like a local.
I was playing a punk band.
Okay, yeah.
I was standing down and I smashed my bass on stage and shit.
Fuck.
And they asked me to pay for it. I'm like, "You're crazy."
Wait, they asked you to pay for the stage or your bass?
Exactly. My bass. You're stupid. Get out of here. It's a punk show. I mean, you're crazy.
That's what half the
It's
fucking punk
$5
shows
in here.
are
I'm like,
about.
get out of here.
Have you ever seen what's the movie? Because the movie's based off of that punk. No. It's based off of that punk venue that was in like CBGB. Yeah, that's it. It's
in New York, but
not
anymore. But
yeah, no, not anymore. But that kind of shit. Like that's the show. That's what people come out for.
Yeah, I mean it's like the Wilshire and the other place in LA. Like they're good venues, but they're stupid. Right. Yeah. Those are different times back then.
Oh, for sure, different time. I mean,
Danny he's not a big person. I'm taller than him.
Danny Trejo.
That tattoo on his chest, that's the real thing.
You met him
Multiple. He smacked me in the face.
What did he smack you in the face for?
Well, he bought his son an old Greyhound bus, and we're going to San Diego to play a band, playing a show. He goes, "No drinking on the bus." I'm like, no.
What?
Yeah, he said no drinking on the bus because he's a recovering person.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're out of fucking control. I'm not gonna listen to you." So I had peppermint schnapps and squirt in a backpack.
What the fuck is that?
I thought it smelled better.
It got the job done.
No, it didn't because he found out. I was walking out of the bus. He's like, "Hey, Nelson, I told you not to drink." I'm like, "Sounds like you have a personal issue." And he smacked me in the mouth. I'm like, "All right, I'll take that one." And then he ended up parking that bus in my dad's driveway like 2 o'clock in the morning. My dad comes out in his underwear, furious, and he comes out on the freaking bus like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "Is that who I think it is?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's Mexican." And my dad goes, I swear to God, I don't understand how you are you. You just show up with actors at 2 o'clock in the morning with a 40-foot crayon bus on the driveway.
I mean, it's insane. Like, your dad has had the same feeling that I had when you told me about the ex-basketball player.
Oh, yeah. Or he knows. He don't like me either. But, I mean, people are stupid.
No, it's...
I don't understand how I find myself in these situations half the time. Like, I told you about my dad falling on the president and shit like that.
Yeah, that's insane by itself. That your dad was
President Ford, yeah.
Ford, right? Yeah. Just follow him around. Your dad's got the stories too.
Dude, yeah, he rode his bicycle from Vegas to DC when he was 16.
You know what's crazy for those out there? He told me this before, and I thought he was talking about a motorcycle. We were also pretty intoxicated, and then he told me again today that his dad rode a bicycle, and I'm like, wait a second, are you like literally saying a bicycle? And he's like, yeah, like a bike.
Yeah.
So what was that?
I guess back in the day, people did shit like that. I don't know. It was a big group. He got lost for a little bit. I guess he's went off and banged some chicks with some guys, and then got lost with the group and finally made it back.
Was he like riding like a street bike,
No,
or
I don't know. Like that was.
like a Huffy?
It
Like
wasn't
it's
a
just on his
freaking beach
Huffy?
cruiser. It's probably like, one of those speed bikes. I mean, I don't know.
Well, what you see some of those fucking nerds now that are driving around in the speed suits.
No, hell no.
I'm sure your dad didn't wear the speed suit.
I think he didn't have a shirt on most of the time.
It's like a fucking.
Like a fixed. I don't know.
Well, why am I blanking on this? Forrest Gump. It's like Forrest Gump running.
Yeah, that kind of
riding a
Yeah,
bike.
then he got hit right when he made it to DC, and freaking windshield went through his eye.
The windshield wiper went through his eye.
Yeah, I mean, eyelid. Yeah.
Oh, eyelid. Okay.
It was funny as hell.
It was funny as hell. Fucking windshield
Well, I mean,
wiper went through his eye.
we've always been outdoors. Like, my grandparents have been every highest points in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been both the highest points in California. I don't know how many times. But.
Yeah, you told me that you've done quite a bit of hiking, and one of the funniest things is, you're like me. You're not one of the best in shape guys. I mean, we're over here.
I'm not
drinking
supposed to be
beers
fat.
and
Just fucking shit happened. My skin expanded. It's not. I'm not supposed to be. You look good fat. I look just like unhealthy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I look.
I won't
good
call you
fat.
fat. I call you satisfactory fluffy.
You know what's one of the craziest things is when I graduated high school, I was probably like,
Oh, you graduated.
Yeah, I did. I graduated.
That's cool.
I wasn't as big of a piece of shit as you were.
Oh, I appreciate you being honest.
Yeah, no. No, I was just I wasn't quite like a nerd guy.
Have you seen your house?
Yeah, everybody knows I got the Funko Pops and stuff
You're
like
a nerd.
that. Yeah, everybody knows. But I wasn't like a nerd guy where I'm like focused on school or something. But I also wasn't on the other side like partying all the time. Like I pretty much didn't do anything. I didn't even do classwork, so it was.
What did you do?
Slept a lot.
That's nice.
You
Probably
know.
had diabetes or something.
I don't. That's actually funny. So, it's very funny you say that. My sophomore year, because you go elementary school.
You grew up here, right?
Huh?
You grew up here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
okay.
like further in the Bay. Not here. We're in Livermore, California right now, but further into the Bay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you go through elementary school, you meet some friends and stuff, but you're still like a little boy. You go to middle school, and it's only for a little bit, and then in high school, and then you really start to, like, even people that you knew from middle school, like, you start to know more, and people start to catch on, like, dude, like, you always have a soda. You always have a soda. I'm like,
Diabetes.
yeah, I have it. And they're like, and it's always Dr. Pepper. And I'm like, yeah.
I'm more of a Mountain Dew guy.
I drank I like a mix of it, but then what happened was I was like, okay, well, I'll show you how much Dr. Pepper I drink throughout the year. So I started.
You got to chug those fast. They'll go flat.
Yes, I put them down.
If you're Mr. Pibbs, then fuck you.
What?
Mr. Pibb sucks, dude.
Pib Extra.
You can't be a Dr. Pepper guy and a Mr. Pibb guy. That's
I love
trading.
it good. I only like Pib Extra in a fountain.
Man, that's just like insider trading. Shit
I
right
also
there.
get the Safeway brand of Dr. whatever it is.
I mean, you can't admit that on
I will. Everybody's gonna be like, he's poor, so we get it.
Well, it's fine, but you know what I'm saying? You got to have one or the other.
So in my sophomore year, I kept a tally, and I basically kept a tally of every quote unquote 12 ounces.
You said you weren't a nerd.
Yeah, I wasn't a nerd.
You understand what you're saying right now?
Well, no, people were like,
You kept a tally of sodas.
people didn't believe how much soda I drank. People didn't believe it. So like we got, from the start of the school year till about January, and I hit like 3,000 12 ounces of Dr. Pepper.
It's very unhealthy.
Yeah.
But I can't say shit. I drink 60 beers a week.
I know. But yeah. So, and then when I did that, this girl that is in our class, she's like, I gotta drink it. She was super lib and liberal. Oh. Yeah. And back then, like, it's high school. Like, nobody really cares.
I don't know back then.
Yeah, but like
we didn't have that kind of stuff
for high school people. No, we didn't either, except for like a couple people. Like all this, were super into politics. Same girl in 8th grade. We were talking about. That's when the second George Bush re-election was going on.
9/11.
And
you don't forget.
Hey, we're a big 9/11 pod. We're a huge 9/11 pod.
Don't get me started.
But she was like, we were in fucking like social studies or something like that. No, she didn't, because I asked her out and it didn't work out.
Oh, maybe because you chugged 3,000 sodas.
Yeah, well, no, it was before. But also, it was after. It was also before the sodas, but after, during that election, she was like trying to stand on a pedestal about who was that, like John Kerry or something like that. And I would just come into class and just shout like, "W is the guy for the job."
I mean, yeah, dude. What was that?
I mean, it was W not the guy for the job?
No, the vice president pretty much ran the goddamn country. What was his name?
Oh, shit. They made the movie off
he shot a guy in the back.
Oh, man. I wish I wasn't so drunk. This would
it's fun being drunk.
Be great. Man, and it's going to kill me, too. They made the movie Vice about him. Remember that?
That went over the president's shit, and he ran everything.
Uh-huh.
Dick Cheney. Bam.
Dick Cheney. There we go. Fuck yeah.
Robert.
Did you see that movie?
Oh, it was awesome.
That was
Batman.
Yeah. Oh shit! This is gonna be a fucking people are screaming at their phones.
Whoa,
like
he's
you know their name.
Christian Bale, dude.
Christian Bale.
I'm drunker than you.
I just watched 310 to Yuma the other day.
Cool. I just watched Remember the Titans again.
No, he was great in that. That was a great film. Like,
because it was based on real shit. I mean, that shit happened. My dad was like, he really took over the president.
Yeah,
like, he broke all the damn rules. He shot a guy.
It's one of those interesting things where it's like, you hitch your wagon to what's fucking gonna work. You know,
he did because he knew he can control him. I guess. Yeah. Like the movie said, but yeah, I mean, that's the only time I guess in history that the vice president had that much power
that we know of.
Not true. I mean, every information is second hand. Our information comes from someone else.
Yeah, of course.
Check out,
yeah. I love the big old after Afghanistan and stuff, and we got found for like war crimes, so they made
Dude, we have the CIA. You talk about war crimes, man. Come on, dude.
Yeah. They had that act that made all that like public information.
Trophies from walking them like dogs
but then
and shit like that.
They basically retract everything and cover it up in black for every single fucking paperwork.
Yeah, obviously it's fucked up.
It's severely fucked up.
We have the CIA and they can't operate on U.S. soil. Obviously they're doing some shit. Guantanamo Bay. I mean, fuck.
I mean, I remember when Harold and Kumar went there.
Dude, remember they saw George W. Remember, you know what he said? I'm in the government. I don't trust the government.
That was fucking hysterical. I mean, like, not a really good movie technically, but
hey, you don't have to believe in your. What do you say? You don't have to believe. You don't have to believe in whatever. You have to believe in your. I don't remember what he said, but
my favorite scene.
Shut up and smoke my weed.
My favorite scene is the bald actor who's in all the comedies, and he plays the CIA agent that's running him down.
Dude,
and he's in the hood. And
I knew you fuckers would be back.
He's pouring the fucking grape soda out. Like, I'm going to do it. Yeah. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Dude, he's freaking awesome. I forget his name.
I think it's like
time machine and shit like that.
Yeah, I think it's like Michael something, maybe.
You know, he was Funny as hell.
Hot Tub Time Machine. Underrated.
Shocking to
comedy.
the dick.
I love that shit. How he goes back and he like becomes Vince Neil.
Yeah,
Molly.
he goes, "Oh, I made my money in Google, whatever. Lugal." He goes, "Man, my big passion was the band. They broke up. What band were you in?" Motley Lou.
I mean, that's like that. Whenever you watch fucking time traveling movies and shit like that, that's what you want those guys to do.
Yeah, fuck Back in the Future.
Dude, I get shit because of my rankings.
Have you seen the Avengers? They said when they went back in time,
They
said, no, that's bullshit. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work like that. You don't watch it. You don't watch. No, you don't watch Avenger. Don't get me started on Marvel.
Dude, I will see it backwards.
So then you know that they had to TVA had to go reset that shit. Those are all splices into the multiverse. That's going to lead to the next phase.
Well, they came to phase 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I watch some stuff if I can remember sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, head and head a lot.
You know what's funny? You just called me a nerd for all my fucking Funko Pops.
Damn it.
And then you're outing yourself right now.
Yeah, that's all right. Usually happens. I have a Rick and Morty shirt on.
I love Rick and Morty.
I think it's pretty freaking cool.
I used to have a collection of Rick and Morty Funko Pops.
Yeah,
I had like
that's stupid. You should have
I
kept
had like
those.
8 of them or something like that. But I realized that if I wanted to be able to keep buying, I had to narrow down what I was buying because I was buying.
There's only like 4 characters. What do you mean?
But they're all the variations.
Okay.
All the variations of shit was killing me, and they put out some every single month of all the different Cowboy Rick, Slime Rick, all that stuff.
Pickle Rick.
So
I got a question for you. What's your favorite Avenger? Or who do you think the strongest? 2 questions. Who do you think is the strongest? Who is your favorite?
Just from the MCU movie verse, correct?
Yes. Not comics, just what and people.
From what we've seen up to date right now.
Yes, not
in MCU. Scarlet Witch.
100%.
I used to
And then Captain Marvel, I think.
I used to say Thor.
Captain Marvel kind of smokes him.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I mean,
well, the thing is, if Thor's smart enough, he'll just attack at that time
hammered,
of the month.
Now.
He's got to attack at that time of the month.
Oh, and Wanda will just fuck you up.
Wanda will fuck. Dude, Wanda's that.
Gee, she's a game changer. I'm like, yeah.
What'd you think of? Did you watch the Multiverse of Madness?
No, I've been working so much. I barely have.
It's on Disney Plus now.
I know, dude. You know what I do? I try to watch TV and fall asleep. I don't have time to myself ever.
Except for when you're watching Remember the Titans at 6 in the
I
morning.
that shit, dude. I mean, you gotta have your priorities.
No, I mean, yeah. Multiverse of Madness on the back burner. Remember the Titans again? Must watch.
I can literally quote
every mountain high.
That's 18 minutes in. I mean, come on, dude.
It's my favorite part.
Dude, I don't know.
Because that's the moment that they realize that they break the color barrier.
No, strong side, left side. When they're doing the night practice.
Nah.
Don't even test.
It's when they're singing. No, you're probably right. I haven't watched the movie in a long time.
I don't say I'm right, but this time, yes.
Yeah, no, but
you know what's funny? I'm a hardcore Charger fan, and you're a Raider fan.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that not in California.
It must have been nice to have a really great quarterback and a really great running back and not do fucking shit with it.
No, it's pretty dope. Remember that time they went to the Super Bowl and got smoked by the Niners?
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Who's your favorite Charger of all time?
All time?
Who's your favorite?
Brian Leaf? I'm just kidding.
Who's your favorite favorite football player of all time?
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner. Okay.
Hands down.
Is it because of his story?
Yeah, and he's a decent dude, and especially the way he talked to.
Well, you gotta watch that movie.
I mean, just the way my dad almost got kicked out of the Super Bowl.
What? Wait, hold up! Don't just glaze past that.
Oh yeah.
Tell the story.
So when it was Eagles and Patriots in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
My dad flew out there because they're all Eagle fans and shit, but he's a big Kurt Warner fan.
Okay.
And I guess they're next to the whatever announcing box. He's like, "Give it up for the old man, Kurt Warner!" Started yelling and stuff. He was on TV. He almost got kicked out.
What?
Yeah, Because he was
So he got kicked out for yelling?
Because he's like making a ruckus on live TV. He goes, give it up for the old man throwing Wonder Bread down the hallways and shit.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I guess if you're yelling on TV and
imagine me but times 100. That's my father.
That's a funny thought.
There's probably a lot of different language, but
yeah. No. I remember specifically when I was like maybe 18 or 19. We went to Oakland A's game versus the Baltimore Orioles, which what a fucking shit show to go to in the first place.
Used to be a pitcher there.
And those of you listening, know Cheese. He was with me. We sat front row in the bleachers and in right field. I might have told the story on here. Whatever. And Nick Markakis was playing right field. And Nick Markakis.
I'm an Angel fan, bro.
I just hounded him for like the first 4 innings. And nothing held back. You're a fucking pussy, Markakis. You suck dick, blah, blah, blah. And about the 4th or the 5th inning, all of a sudden, whenever Baltimore came on to the field to play on defense, the attendant for the section would come and stand right next to me. I
got you beat.
All right.
So my one of my best friends, the Diamond Club Seats of the Angels, right?
Yeah, keep talking.
And my brother's hammered drunk, and Guerrero was up, right? And we're right there behind home plate. And he's like, "You're a
Vlad."
Yeah, he's like, "You're a bitch. You're a bitch." He's like, "Keep doing this." Yeah, get me on TV. And he tested him and Guerrero like this and flinched. My brother flew out of his damn seat. I'm like, it was hilarious.
That's good. I didn't have nice tickets like that, so I just had to yell at the outfielder for a while.
Yeah. You ever see that thing where when that guy was messing with Baez all the time? No. How about this? Who's your favorite MLB?
My favorite MLB player of all time?
Yeah.
Tim Hudson.
That's fair.
Yeah. He's obviously not the best of all time.
No, I said the best favorite.
But, like, I got attached to him during those early years when he was on Oakland. And, like, the flair guy was always Barry Zito, right? Big curveball, personality and stuff. Tim Hudson showed up every day, and he fucking did his job, and he never got hurt. And he did that even when he got traded to Atlanta, and he played there. He just day in, day out, went out there, gave quality starts over and over and over again. I like pitchers like that a lot.
So my favorite, I'm see if you can guess it. He was pitching for the Orioles, and I think the A's.
Orioles and A's. Pitcher.
He probably was the most fighter as a pitcher.
He was a what?
Most fighting pitcher.
Am I missing something? Just say it. I don't. I mean, we've already. Wait a second. You don't even remember his name.
I was trying to say. He's the white fucking dude. Not Brian. I don't freaking. Dude, he's one of the most famous pitchers.
Orioles, A's, pitcher. We got the Google machine right here. Should have done this before. Yeah. Oh shit! I spelled everything wrong.
Maybe he was. He was not. It was freaking years ago when he against like Mike Piazza back then.
Mike Piazza
no,
back
he was
then.
A pitcher. God.
Here we go. We're gonna find it. I don't know.
Am I thinking?
I don't know who you're thinking of.
Dude, the freaking white dude that got in a lot of fights.
Are you talking about Nolan Ryan?
Yeah.
He never played for the A's.
I guess he didn't.
He didn't play for the Orioles either.
Yeah. Found that out right now.
What? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
No, but actually my favorite.
Typical Angels fan right here.
Hey. No, my favorite growing was Mike Piazza for some weird reason.
Yeah, that's not super weird. It's not super weird. Mike Piazza was like a very personal guy. It may be because of the name, but Mike Piazza was a personal guy. Like I found myself gravitating to him too. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna say my favorite player was ever black.
Jesus.
I'm just playing. Third on my list is Ken Griffey Jr.
I have a ball sign from him.
Do you?
Yeah. When he was on the White Sox.
Do you have verification for any of that?
Well, I was there with my aunt. I don't fucking know.
I
played with the ball, so it's not worth shit.
Yeah. Oh, you played with it? Dude, that's literally the plot of The Sandlot.
Yeah.
It's literally that.
I didn't know what it was at the time. Dude, we need another beer. That's the problem.
I'll get you. Can you carry this, or you want to? You want to go?
I've been carrying you for the last 2 weeks on my back.
carry. Tell you know what? Tell the story about Tito Ortiz.
Fuck that dude.
Tell the story.
He's a giant. Which one?
Tell one of them.
Well, you made me shit my pants from across the street. That's for sure. Yeah, he's a big ass head. Now, I was working on a building across the street, and his Rolls Royce was in his punishment training center gym. And I was like, oh, it must be nice to have a rich ass fucking wife. This Jenna shit. And he flinched, and I was like 25 yards away, and I shit my pants. But,
see, that was the perfect story to fill the time.
I mean, you know.
But he used, you know what's funny?
Now, he's a kind of a prick, like, you know, Chocoto, Rampage. He's freaking, and Tank App, but those guys are solid dudes.
Yeah.
They're down there at Huntington all the time.
Tell these people don't understand.
Oh,
that.
you
gotta tell the
they're on the
audience.
same bars all day. I mean, they're cool as fuck.
Yeah, most of these people are like, you really like just talk about them like that. That's crazy to me. Like, I've been to local bars my whole life, and I don't run into fucking UFC fighters.
Dude, there's one time at the local bar, Silkies. Like, do you know Nitro Circus, right?
Yeah.
Travis Pastrana?
Yeah.
My buddy was part of the Red Bull team, right?
Okay.
And so the coach of the Angels, Mike.
Oh, Mike Sosha.
So he was at the local bar. Travis Pastrana and everything came up. We're out getting hammered. I'm like, holy shit, this is a pretty cool day. So everyone's like, why are you talking to this dude? I'm like, do you understand who this human being is? I was talking about Travis.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about Mike Sosha.
Oh, fuck that dude. I mean, it's all cool. I mean, he's a pretty big dude, but I was like, dude, this is the dude.
Yeah.
He jumped out of a plane without a parachute on. It's pretty badass.
First person to do a double backflip on a
Big bike.
on a dirt bike, right? Yeah.
And a heavy bike and a monster truck.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Yeah, he did.
He was the first one to do the double on the monster truck.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of Gravedigger's guys. I might be wrong. I don't know that for certain.
He might have been doing the Gravedigger truck.
No. They hold on. Now you're getting into Monster Jam territory.
Dude, I haven't been there. Dude,
I know everything about Monster Jam.
I can tell you one thing. I get down and dirty when I go to Texarkana.
Texarkana?
Yeah. Have you been to that place?
Texarkana. No.
That's a real fucking place.
One of my favorite horror movies is about
Horror?
Texarkana.
I mean, that's
Not a horror movie, horror.
That definitely can happen there. That's crazy. My aunt is the ugliest person on the planet.
You've never seen the town that dreaded sundown?
No.
I
I don't like scary movies. I was scared of X-Files growing up. No joke. I'm a fucking puss.
Yeah, it's like a weird slasher, and it's fantastic. I love it. I think it's one of the most underrated horror movies probably ever. But
I'm not a fan of horror movies.
Well, don't be. You got that fireball shot on you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Still get scared. I'm a fucking adult. I guess.
I get scared some shit.
But you know, embarrassing. I was scared of the X-Files. That's not even scary.
No, it's not. It's crime. It's crime. It's basically it's just supernatural.
I've done crime. You know.
Have you done supernatural crime?
Really natural.
Supernatural.
What is that?
Like that's what that show's about. It's like
I've seen
aliens
myself. I'm a god.
and
I get
ghosts
it.
and stuff. Mike graciously got us some fire. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I got you to rob me at 7-Eleven.
I'm gonna drink some.
This bitch stopping back.
Tried to rob you. Yeah, you should tell that story on here. That happened 15 minutes before the podcast
I'm not
started.
a violent person anymore, but this is rude as fuck. Dude, just can't even open this. This is stupid. What'd you do?
Here, I didn't do it. I had mine in my pocket.
Like I pulled out. It's fine.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
I might puke.
You gonna puke? Don't do that. Dude, if they had this in high school, I'd be dead again.
So it was funny. I think probably one of the closest times I came. No, not came, but I came to dying. I stopped at the wrong time.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
I was the side.
I've never came before, so one of the closest. No, one of the
Is that
closest.
why she's pissed?
Yeah, she's. She'd be happy if I never came, because that means that it would last.
I got
longer.
some. No, after this, you're fine.
I'll last all night if I don't fall asleep. But so I used to when I got into my partying and like when I was like 20 and
Hey, that's got into it at 20?
yeah, no, I didn't actually. I had
Dude, I was in fucking rehab in jail by 20.
I had one beer in high school and I had one screwdriver in high school. I didn't drink until after high school.
Oh no, I had a full bar in my car the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't start I didn't smoke. I probably only smoked weed like 20 times in my life.
I did. I would smoke weed and eat edibles a bunch in high school though.
So earlier, I told you that girl licked my,
And I
my
did
eyeball.
dip. Yeah.
That she had acid on her tongue.
Oh, when that girl licked your eyeball, she had acid?
Yeah, dude. First of all, this is bullshit. They drugged me. So this dude, I never.
That's a drugging.
No, I was. This is on. I've never done that shit, and my buddy put it in my mouth. That girl actually gave me another one, and then she licked my eyeballs. That's 3 tabs. You don't understand what happened that night. I ended up in underwear in my dad's bed. I called the fucking hotline and shit. Like I'm retarded now. I'm done. This is it. I'm done. And I called my brother. He goes, "Oh, you just gotta ride that shit out."
Jesus
Oh, my mom
Christ.
was yelling at me, and somehow I found an old wetsuit of mine. And I ended up in the shower.
In a wetsuit?
I don't know how you got from point A to point B in my underwear. And my parents. I woke up as a 33-year-old man in the underwear cuddling my dad. And then we're supposed to go to the Rams and 49er game. I'm like, I thought for sure. I'm like, dude, this is it. I smoke myself retarded. This is it now, Mom. This is it. You're taking care of me. I'm done.
Dude, that's...
It was a bad day.
dude, that's crazy. You told me that girl licked your eyeball.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about how I can...
That's not the first time. Another girl did this shit,
yeah,
too.
I'm basically a child and I cannot take anything in the eye.
Like even in the back of your eye socket.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck that, dude. That bitch would not even come close to me. I'd smack the shit out of her.
She ate my belly button out. I've never been eaten out before.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
Have you got your belly button eaten out? It's kind of different. She connected to my mother because that's what gave me birth. You know what I'm saying? So that's my lifeline. She's the closest that anyone's been to my. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the funniest fucking lines I've ever heard.
I'm serious.
This bitch ate out my belly button.
Yeah, she literally.
And she connected to my mother.
She did. I mean, think about it. No one's been that close besides me, and she was in there. You know what I mean? And she's a mother too. Maybe that's why she figured it out. But I mean, I didn't know how to feel, but I was like, dude, I don't know if I liked it or it was just force or what the, you know.
I imagine this. She stuck her finger in your butthole and tried to hit. Hold on.
No, hell no, I don't do that shit. I got hemorrhoidal conditions.
No,
bro.
just listen. Let's play. She stuck her finger in your butthole and tried to hit the G spot, and it didn't work.
No, that's called a doctor, bro.
So she goes. Oh, he must have mommy issues. Let me stick it in his belly button.
No, I don't. Dude, I don't understand how the situation came along, but it happened. But that same night, I hooked up with a girl at Jacuzzi, and this girl said I thumbed her. Bullshit. I gave her the big toe.
You thumbed her.
No, she said that. I told the bitch. I didn't fucking thumb her.
Oh, you kept your hands above water, huh?
Yeah, I can't swim very well.
Imagine doing it with the toenails like this. How'd that make you feel?
Fine, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, that's a good man. I always try and bring.
Yeah, it stands the circumstances of my life a bit.
I never cut my toenails, so I always try and bring it to people, and like they get grossed out of shit.
Have you seen my feet? I mean, they're pretty good. I had the OnlyFans for a minute, you know.
You had OnlyFans on your feet
story.
For a minute? How much money did you make?
$976.
How long?
Like a day. Just one weird old dude. It was a joke, and it went too far.
What?
Yeah, Ashley made it for me. Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, it's weird.
Almost $1,000 off your feet.
I donated the money.
Why'd you donate the money?
Because I didn't feel right.
Ugh.
I donate to freaking dementia people because
all the shit you've done it. Well, okay. Hold on,
bro. I've been kicked out of fucking everywhere, bro.
Thank you for donating to dementia people. That's an honorable thing. But of all the things you do, you feel that selling your feet was a bit too far.
I get what you're saying.
Right? It makes sense.
I mean, especially I got kicked out of Martin Luther King's memorial. Maybe I pushed that limit. I mean, I was asked to nicely leave.
Martin King.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Memorial. Yeah,
got kicked out of his memorial.
No, I got asked to leave nicely.
Oh.
They lied to me.
Asked to leave nicely. Excuse me.
They lied to me.
What did they lie to you about?
They said nothing's ever been touched. I'm like, bullshit. Where's the fucking blood at? I guess you're not supposed to say that shit. And then that's when I went to Graceland, Elvis' house, and I tried to steal the damn doorknob.
You should have tried to steal the toilet seat.
That's upstairs. You can't go up there. Yeah, I got kicked out and ripped the doorknob.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
That's nuts, man. I got kicked out of Colorado, man.
You got kicked out of Colorado, the state.
Well,
What?
No.
Well, hold on. You
Okay,
can't. You can't just keep saying these things.
I'm being sarcastic. It was last September I was working, but they didn't really like me.
In the state of Colorado.
Well, I fucked some shit up.
What'd you do?
Well, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I will keep pushing you all the time. You don't have to say anything if.
No, it's
if
fine.
you're
No,
still
it's funny. I went on a trip. Went Frontier Airlines for $44. Was stupid. Charged me for water and shit. And we're out there to see a buddy, which is trash. And they got me on a hike, which is fucking outrageous. I don't like doing that shit. And then I started working, and everyone's like, "Are you native?" I'm like, "American? Fuck no." What the fuck is that kind of question? And I'm like, "No." It goes, "No, native Colorado." I'm like, "No." He goes, "Why are you here?" I'm like, "Working, because obviously you fuckers can't do your job. I'm here." Like,
They're all too stoned. Dude.
Whoa, dude! I fucked up on the airport.
What'd you do?
Say it was September 11th. I didn't.
Wait
dude,
a second. You flew on September 11th?
I'm coming back. I forgot. Everyone was like, I didn't realize I was hammered coming back. I was in Colorado Airport. I was like, why is everyone so sad? Like, dude, it's my birthday. Everyone should celebrate. Be happy. And my buddy's like, dude, it's 9/11. I'm like, fuck that one up.
I would have been like, it's not 9/11 2001. Everybody should cheer up.
Yeah, but I mean, I fought it up. But you can't. Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
it's fucking.
It's like, you know what?
I
think airports should treat 9/11 like MLB treats Jackie Robinson Day.
Dude, they have a new day, right? Friday the 13th.
Oh, Juneteenth.
Yeah, we asked Josh, I'm like, should we have it off? It's an actual fucking holiday. I take Arbor Day off.
Hey, I worked. Did you work?
I was here.
I didn't even know what that meant.
It's just a new thing, I guess.
My girlfriend.
Columbus Day was a thing. No, it's not.
My girlfriend had told me to tell my dad Happy Juneteenth, and I'm like,
if I said it to my dad, he'd fucking spit on me.
I was like, I didn't get the joke because I didn't relay the message because I didn't get it.
It's a new thing. I don't understand, dude. Everyone thinks a holiday. What about just how about fat fucking guys? You know,
fat guy holiday. I thought that was Thanksgiving.
I know. I mean, honestly, I guess that's kind of a real fucking holiday. We kind of smoked some people and ate their shit.
Yeah, I mean,
have you seen Plymouth Rock?
Plymouth Rock
Or the Pilgrim's Line? It ain't that fucking big.
Oh, I haven't seen it in person.
It's fucking this big. It's stupid. It's retarded.
It looks
like the Barney stuff.
I heard it looks exactly like the one that the Little Mermaid was on.
Dude, that bitch was hot.
The
new one, not the African American ones.
Well, they haven't released that yet, so.
They didn't?
No.
I don't know the colors.
I know what you're talking about though, because they did. They said they casted. I forget what her name is, the actress, and she's a black girl or whatever to be Little Mermaid. But
you can't just change shit, man. Like,
well,
if they came out with a new Hook, I'll fucking burn Disney's down.
You like Hook, huh?
That's my jam. That's my shit.
I don't like Robin Williams.
Okay, that's a personal choice.
Yeah.
Why?
I think he's a bad actor. And I don't think he's funny.
I don't think it's funny. I just love the movie.
Okay, well,
kind of weird. So, if you actually look in the depth of it, which kind of ruined my childhood, this old dude's flying in the windows and kids' windows and shit. Kind of weird, right? Hanging out with a bunch of children.
Yeah, no. The whole lore behind Peter Pan.
Yeah, dude. I just thought about it like a year ago. I'm like, dude, this is my childhood fucking movie, and this dude's creeping on kids in windows. Like, kind of fucked me up.
Go into YouTube. There's a whole thing about Peter Pan is actually the angel of death for children, and there's a whole theory about it, about how he's the angel of death for children. It's ruin your childhood.
Thank you for just ruining everything.
Because you know you're gonna watch that.
Oh yeah, no, I can't watch more. Dude, remember Tiny my shit, Moana.
Also, too, go. Have you watched the Chippendale Rescue Ranger movie that they came out with?
No.
So they put out a new movie, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and it basically takes place and it's like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where it's animated inside of the real world.
That was an old school, dude. Honestly,
I love Roger Rabbit.
The fact that I was attracted to a cartoon back then was weird, right?
Oh,
if
no,
you don't like it,
everyone not weird at all.
You don't say you weren't.
Not weird at all. Not weird at all. Fuck yeah, no. Jessica Rabbit. I mean, Got them fucking front hitters, dude.
Dude, I'm
Sweater
telling you,
puppies.
First of all, if she was on the Titanic, she would definitely survive with those things. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, I don't need a life vest.
Patty cake. Dude, I'm still getting hard, man. All that. It's weird, right?
It's not weird at all. No, we're both erect at this point.
Not with this chick, little liar. This chick's
True. So the Chippendales Rescue Rangers,
For some reason, I'm not remembering Chippendales. I got hit in
So
the head
Chippendale Rescue Ranger was a show in the 90s. Did you ever watch the Sunday or was it Saturday early morning stuff? They had
No, I was outside, bro.
They had Chippendale Rescue Rangers. They had Tailspin, which was Baloo and them, and they were like adventures or
I
something
just
like that.
remember watching like Rocket Power.
But they made a new movie.
So you're inside on a Saturday morning.
When I was a kid.
Maybe my mom just locked me out of the fucking house. I don't know, but
Yeah, no, I did both. I watched a bunch of TV and stuff, but I also went outside. Like my time was spent outside playing or inside glued to a TV. There was no middle. Like I didn't play with toys inside. But let me get to it because it applies to the Peter Pan thing. So in the new movie, Peter Pan is the villain, and it takes place. Do you know the real story about the voice actor for Peter Pan?
no.
So the voice actor for Peter Pan, after he did his original role, as he started to get older and older, he started aging out of shit, and he fell into a spiral with drugs, and he ended up dying from them. So it's a little nod to that in the movie because Peter Pan, the character in the movie, after the movie comes out, he kind of spins out, and then him as a cartoon goes to like China or something and does like knockoff versions of Peter Pan as he's older, and then he ends up creating a criminal organization where they kidnap characters.
So he's trafficking people
and force them. Yes,
So
and
it's like Roger Rabbit, but the villain.
It's there's a lot of lines to Roger Rabbit. There's a lot of lines.
Question. This came to my thoughts. So
Yeah.
Wendy, Peter Pan, right?
Yeah.
And whatever his wife's name. So is that like incest or whatever? Because you don't.
What do you mean? What?
So like the old lady Wendy, right? And then he's hooking up with
Wendy.
her daughter. But isn't that like
When did he sleep with Wendy's
that's
daughter?
just what I remember?
Oh, that's Hook. You're talking about Hook shit.
yeah. I'm still talking about her.
I forget about Hook shit all the time.
That's fine.
I think it's stupid.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry that
you're a
like
Raider
the
fan,
movie.
so it's fine. That's cool. Remember one time
no.
you had Randy Moss and
It's-
shit, and they
it's-
bench himself. It's pretty cool.
I'm kind of rant. Oh no, I gave it away.
Actually, you know, you have a really good team this year. I'm pretty excited.
This whole division, I did a whole podcast. You haven't listened, so. But for those out there who have been listeners, they'll know. I did a podcast, and it was me, a Charger fan, a Chiefs fan, and a Bronco fan. And we went about
What's
like
the Bronco fan doing?
hour
Just
and a
sitting there
half.
pouting?
No, he was excited because they got Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but they traded the next 5 years of their fucking life.
Well, everybody thinks Russell Wilson is the answer.
No.
We eventually got him to kind
You got
of.
Herbert, you got Carr, and then Mahomes. You're smoked.
Yeah,
Chargers
Even-
and Raiders are going to be the top of the division.
even adding Russell Wilson, I just think there's an issue there.
There's no D. Like, dude, Chargers D is good.
Well, the
It's like
defense-
that we finally have a good team, and your team's good.
Dude, you don't have to tell me that.
Bullshit.
I'd live with that.
No, it's finally we have a chance. But Herbert's the real. You know, I told you how I got his practice.
You got what?
So I have his practice on the field jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, my really good friend did it. Just like I would say, a professional woman.
Wait, she's a professional woman?
Yeah, she's a
Okay, I know exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say it.
And he stayed with her just so she can get me a Herbert jersey for Christmas because someone in her family works in the team, and I thought it was bullshit, and no, she got it. It's pretty cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude, I have 2 Herbert jerseys, a Sayha jersey that actually he wore.
Excuse me.
Gates, Joey Buss.
Do you have a Junior Seau jersey
that
with
he
the bullet hole in it?
Dick. Damn. Fucking. Well, no.
no, I don't. No, I don't have the one with the bullet hole in it.
I have a kid. Everyone confess to you.
No, poor guy. All right,
You know what?
I feel
I haven't
bad
told
for
many
him.
people about this. I have a Jerry Rice Raider jersey deep down in my closet.
Gang, brother.
I
Gang.
don't tell a lot of people about that. But
I think I because it's Jerry Rice.
he's
Like,
the greatest of all time, I think.
yes,
Still to this day.
Yeah, I argue that. Yeah.
Who do you think second? I would think Calvin Johnson, maybe.
Randy Moss.
He's got both of them. Yeah. If he wasn't,
I mean, it's a real. I think after Jerry Rice, it really becomes a conversation.
okay, I agree with that.
But because I think there's a few names you can throw up there. I think the running back conversation is probably the most because you look at like service time and talent and all that shit. Because
I
you
agree.
got guys like Bo Jackson and you got guys like Deion Sanders Deion Sanders defensive back.
Marshawn
Excuse me,
Lynch.
do not kill me for that. Do
You got
not kill me for that.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
You got LT. You even had what's the stupid name from Baltimore? He was freaking awesome before he beat up his wife.
Ray Rice.
Yeah, and then even Michael Turner was pretty solid.
There's a long list of Walter Payton. No, not Walter Payton.
Bob.
Who's the fridge?
Are you kidding me? The fridge?
Yeah, no. Who's the guy from the Bears? Who I'm thinking of?
I thought you were talking about the bus.
Who's the guy from the fridge or from the Bears that I'm thinking about? The running back. The fridge is Garrett. Oh shit. Whatever. No.
I thought you were talking about the bus. That's
Yeah.
That's Jerome.
That's Jerome Bettis from Pittsburgh. Yeah, but I think running back has its thing because service time and situational things are more. But like wide receivers, I think can get pretty locked down. Like Jerry Rice is first and
He's
foremost.
still the best. I mean, he raced against fucking horses to train.
His training regimen was
It's like a Michael
just-
Jordan status.
I love that shit. I love that when dudes can just keep a consistent like grind about them and go, this is what I fucking do.
Yeah, I mean, the Niners had dynasties because that was a crazy couple years. So,
I mean, like Joe Montana was.
he was okay, but like, dude, he wasn't like
I wouldn't say okay. He's a great quarterback.
great for a time. Like, but back then, I mean,
No, expand. This is we're on a podcast, brother. Get your feelings. out, dog. I think
Terry
Montana-
Bradshaw back then, he just smoked everyone.
The quarterback.
Steve Young was the gnarliest, I think. He fucking head-to-head shit.
Steve Young, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he was gnarly.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, dude, Big Ben is the fucking guy who will stiff arm you and throw you on the ground. I mean, Michael Vick was fucking insane.
Michael Vick without the law, like we talked about this a little bit earlier when we were hanging out, and just like those questions that lead to complex conversations about like what could have been.
Well, he came back and he went to the playoffs, and he's only 6 foot, but he's lieutenant.
What happens if Michael Vick never has trouble with the law in fighting dogs?
Well, he did his time. when he came
Do they?
back.
But when he came back,
He went to playoffs.
he went to the playoffs with a good. That was a good.
Trust me,
Philly.
I had fantasy football.
That was a good Philly team.
Yo, with Deshaun Jackson, that 80-yard touchdown.
That was
Thursday night, I got kicked
that was
out of fucking college class for that.
But what truly happens? How good is he if he never leaves?
But
What
the
does
thing
that-
is, he's running
what-
quarterback. He got hurt.
What
too.
does that do for Brady's career?
Brady
What-
is just
what
a
is-
freaking-
What does that do for the rule changes that came about?
Here's the thing: people talk shit about Brady. I don't hate. It sucks playing against him, our team, but I respect him. I think he's the best ever.
I used to hate him
I don't like the word hate, but he's the best ever.
when he went from New England to Tampa Bay, and he was still ultra successful and just as good, if not better.
It's
if not
irritating.
better, I can no longer hate the man.
At least he's not in our division, though. Our conference.
I can no longer hate the man, but it's frustrating. It's frustrating as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best ever. I mean, hands down.
Yeah, no. So at that same time where the hate stopped is where I stopped my argument for Dan Marino.
No, he never won.
He never won. That's a big thing. But his
But
career,
at that time he was against the Broncos and shit were hot
his
back
career stats. His career stats are like speak for themselves. They just
Derek Carr.
You give up to.
I'm having your back right now.
No. You haven't known me for that long. I've been doing this podcast for 3 years. Me and Derek Carr have an icy relationship, to say the least.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, before the season started, I said on this podcast, he should be fired from his job.
Really? I think he's...
I don't... This is my... And I had I had 2 hot takes that were similar. One, that Derek Carr should be let go and the Raiders should start over with another quarterback. And also that the Oakland A's should get rid of Bob Melvin.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big baseball guy, so...
So you don't know the difference. So both of the... I'm sorry. I'm not...
I'm fucking with you, dude.
Don't do... So the idea was, for both of them, was that they were both guys who have been with the organization for years and years.
You got Devontae Adams because of Derek Carr.
Hold on. Let me explain this. These are both guys who've been with the organization for years and years. And do they do their job every year? Yes. Do they do it a little above average every year? Yes. But can they get you past that next point? Not from what I've seen. And we've had chance after chance. Every time we make it to a wild card game,
so it's like Rivers.
Derek Carr either is injured or just like you understand this more than anybody with Phillip Rivers.
We had the stackest team on the planet forever. We had the biggest receivers forever, and just couldn't do it.
Yeah. No, it's that same idea, and I opposed that. I opposed that thing, and I said I'm going to turn on Derek Carr. Last season, I said if he don't will the team to wins, not just stats, but wins, I'm going to turn on him. And then he willed us. I will say, he led that team that was broken and coaches getting fired and fucking Henry Ruggs killing a dog and a woman to a playoff berth. And I go, okay. And then he gets Devontae Adams, and then the Raiders hire what's his name from New England? I forget the head coach's name now.
Well, your coach had to resign.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
No, John Gruden was holding the team back. He's playing early 2000s football. That's not what it is anymore. It's not what it is anymore. So once is it Brian McDaniels?
Yeah.
What's his first name?
That's whatever.
It's McDaniels.
Or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Once they hired him from New England, and then he said, Derek Carr is our quarterback, I trust in him. I go, that was the genius behind a lot of Tom Brady's offenses and a lot of what the New England Patriots did. If he says he sees something in Derek Carr, then I believe that he could make an offense work. And then because Derek Carr had that hookup with Devontae Adams, I'm like, all right. But if they don't win a playoff game this year, they need to blow it up. Derek Carr is not the guy because he's got it all now.
But the AFC West Chargers are stacked. Kansas City's stacked. It's going to be tough.
Kansas City has lost a lot of its luster.
Yeah,
I think
Chargers are the biggest threat.
I think with Andy Reid behind it,
that's my fucking dog.
I still think they'll be able to put together probably one of the best seasons. I think it's going to be a true 3-way battle
100%.
To figure out who's first
Dude,
in that division.
We have Cleo Mack.
And I'll say this, and you tell me if you agree, because I've said this about the Chargers, and this is why they fired their head coach last year and got a new one. But for some reason, the coaching decisions of the Chargers just always lead to bad decisions on the field and them losing games. I remember 2 years ago, I was voting for them to win a lot of times, and they just seem to do everything wrong to choke it away.
Yeah, choking Chargers. But the best thing we ever had was Schottenheimer. You know, what was it like? We went 14-0 over the playoffs, and AJ Smith, GM, fired him because he didn't like him. And that was a breeze and shit. I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah,
that was back in the day. But
yeah,
now I think they're building a team around Herbert, and I'd never buy my own team's quarterback jersey, and I got this one because I think he's the real deal.
I do. Those of you who listen know this podcast. Huge Herbert guys. And it's such, once I started doing, because you've only known me for a few months and stuff like that, but we did this podcast for like 3 years, me and my brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna hire.
And we also, yeah, we'll see. I keep burping. And then we do a fantasy football podcast during the season. But the more I get into that, the more my hate for other teams kind of died down. Because I just truly care about football as a sport in general, and I like to see good games. I like to see talent, and I care more about. I dig deep into fantasy football because I love it. I love it a ton. I do a show about it. Like, yeah.
I was in it for like 14 years.
Shout out Points and Doinks coming to you in a couple weeks.
My team name used to be Small Miracles.
So I do a thing where every year I come up with a new name. Yeah, because I think it's fun. I showed you yesterday a couple of my jokes that I write in my notepad and stuff like that. It's writing. It's basically a writing exercise for me. Like, think of NFL players, and then think about like a pun that works.
Yeah, that's
or like a joke that applies.
Like
so last year,
River or something else.
Yeah, I try not to do simple stuff. So last year, Jamar Chase was drafted. So one of my league names was Jakar Chase. Yeah. OJ Car Chase.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. It's a clever little pun that's fun. They're not always fucking laugh out loud funny, but it's a fun pun and it's fun exercise to write that stuff keeps your mind.
I get what you're saying. No, a lot of people do that. Used to, but I just didn't. No. But my first year I played fantasy football.
Yeah.
I was probably 13, whatever years ago, right?
Yeah.
I had the first pick. I didn't know how to play.
Wait, 13 years ago. Okay, yeah.
So first round, first kick. Not my first pick. You want to pick the kicker for the Jets? I had no idea.
No, you did not.
I swear to God.
Are you fucking for real?
And I got second place.
And you got second place.
Because that's when I had. I picked up Michael Vick and Sean Jackson. That was a good team.
I tell people all the time, and one of my good buddies, Ken, he was afraid to get in. I got him into my league, and I was like, here, I was living with him at the time, so like I'd be like, here, let me show you how to work waiver wires and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. That's more important than your draft is. You can have a terrible draft, but if you know how to work that waiver wire and pick up people during the season.
Dude, my buddy won back-to-back, and he won, and he was in prison. Like, no joke. He would call his girl and set up his lineup and shit. That's what he wasted his phone call on. I'm not even joking.
That's so funny.
And my brother, he cheated because he moved the points around. He
was the league manager, huh?
And so my buddy got a hold of it, and he threatened him. And my brother was like, "He's gonna come." I'm like, dude, he's not gonna come. I'm like, another year, you're fine.
Yeah. No, so last year was fun. So I'm in one league and. That my buddy, shout out J-Ro, everybody out there. J-Ro's one of the guys who listens every week. He's been a big supporter of us for a long time. He sends me timestamps and shit like that so I can make clips for this. But he runs like...
Sorry, I want to see what that chick said.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Okay, kid. I ain't an idiot.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
He runs like 8... Like, he used to run at least 10 fantasy leagues.
He has an office shop.
No, he's a truck driver. Dude,
props to you, bro.
The guy, J-Ro's a G. If I could ever get him up here, you got to meet him. He's a fucking real guy.
He's like that. He probably drives a
We have a Zoom league meeting at 11 a.m. tomorrow that we got to do. Because he used to live up here. He moved down to SoCal. And so now he's trying to figure out, because we always did live drafting. So last year, he drove all the way up from SoCal to come to my house in Discovery Bay. Because we got people who play in the league who live in Sacramento to do a live draft. The guy goes out of his way.
It's weird you say SoCal. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's home to you. Yeah. So, anyways, last year...
South, because like South to me is Mexico. You know what I mean? Yeah. Dude, one time in the Chargers game, we ended up in Mexico. There's a real story.
Okay. Let me hold that thought. Let me finish this real quick. One of the guys we were drafting with... midway through, it was a Rams running back. Midway at the beginning of the draft, he got hurt. We all got an alert on our phones that he was injured. He didn't get it. And that he was going up to pick in like a late round. And he's like, why is this guy? He's the first string running back. Why is he still? And we told him. We said, hey, he's injured. And he goes, you guys are fucking with me right now. He goes up and he picks him. And then he sits back down and he goes onto his phone. And he goes, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I've done that shit before.
So
Dude, I picked Tony Gonzalez one time. He was retired.
Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah, he's from Huntington.
But I thought you said Tommy. But
No, he's from Huntington.
yeah, I'm sure. So how would you end up in Mexico after a Chargers game?
Well, no, on the way. So,
on the way. All right.
So
tell the story.
Well, we're driving. I was 18, I think, and me, my dad, and his best friend were going. I think it was my third football game. My first football game was crazy. It was the LA Rams and the Redskins. My drunk ass dad was washing his hands like in that big circle of urinal shit in the bathroom. No joke. But anyway, so we're all, I was 18, we're all on the way, and it's like, dude, we'll find it. It's on the left hand side of the freeway. And actually, we're in Mexico. My dad's like, God damn it! I'm like, how'd you miss that one, bud?
Wait, he literally just missed the fucking.
There's only one exit after Qualcomm, and here's Mexico. We saw this big ass flag. You can't turn around. I'm like, here we go. Thank God we're our skin color. Because I was like, yeah, good thing you biffed that one down. Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. So what happened? Did you just like cross the border and then turn back around?
Yeah, we drove and made a U-turn. He said my son had a health issue and he needs to come back and give him a medicine. It was a wrong turn, so they just let us go through.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, all right.
It was complete bullshit. My dad was drinking and driving at the same time. Fucking guy. No, he doesn't know that shit.
Road sodas, as they call them.
No, he just called it a beer. To beat him at that game. So, remember I told you that wedding I was out with Tyler Thigpen, Drum Simpson, and Mike Tolberg?
Yeah.
So we went to go see Tyler Thigpen because he was playing for the Chiefs at the time. Dude, me and my dad argued over like beers. I was only 18 or 19. And we made a big scene. I'm like, no, it's mine. Very stupid. But that wedding was funny as hell.
That's fucking great. That's great stuff.
Smoke beer?
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll edit this up. It's been.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We're about an hour to 7 in. Yeah, no. And I don't know what's gonna edit down to, but it'll be about an hour. But this is great. I appreciate you coming on, telling the fun stories.
I appreciate you.
It's been a good time. We're gonna continue drinking.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna fucking have to wait. The thing is, I try and get this out by 5 o'clock on Sunday, and I have that whole. I gotta get that pulled pork on the fucking smoker. I'm gonna have a hell of a time. And the league meeting at 11. I'm gonna have a hell of a time tomorrow morning.
It's fine.
I'm gonna wake myself up.
I'll just slide down the pole from upstairs and get you.
Slide down the pole. Wake me up at 6 a.m.
I think I have the keys to your house, so it's fine. I have the keys to my own apartment.
All right, guys. Make sure if you're watching this and you aren't already subscribed to the YouTube, please subscribe and comment anything. Even if you want to talk shit about us, anything fucking helps. Anything at all helps.
Or ask questions. I got some stuff.
Yeah, ask questions. Mike's gonna be here.
At least till August.
This ain't gonna be our last show with Mike here. Thank you guys for listening to the last one with the biggest beef drafts. We got quite a bit of return on that. If you haven't, you can go to the Facebook and Twitter and comment. I have a graphic up of who you think won that biggest beef draft. Please, because the more interaction, the better it is. It makes me feel like my time is worth making the graphics and doing all the hard work. We're still audio for those of you who only listen. We're available still. We're not going to stop doing that. But if you can, and if you have the time, it's worth it going to YouTube. When I get back to, like the draft ones are better on YouTube. I do the TikToks and stuff like that. This one will probably play better on audio only, but we're doing it. We're doing the damn thing, and we want you. And if you have any topics or anything you want to go over, at trapdoorpod@yahoo.com. Appreciate you guys listening, and we'll see you next week.